I think I had a different right tackle. I mean, it was the same overall, but the right tackle I got now has way better stats, um, run blocking and pass blocking wise. So I picked him up. We we still have Dallas Clark, Evan Ingram, Eric Ebron. The tight ends are really, even though it's only an 80 Dallas Clark and then a 78 and a 79, I still like the tight ends that I have, running like with those guys because pretty much aside from Dallas Clark doesn't really have like speed like that, but he has, hands. And that's one of the reasons why I picked him as my captain because at the time I needed, receiving help. So I picked him up and Evan Ingram and uh, Evan Ingram and Eric Ebron both bring speed and they bring catching to the table. So it's always good to have them. As you guys see, the O line's looking pretty good, especially on the left side. We just gotta work on getting the right guard and the right tackle. But I'm not gonna spend coins right now because it just doesn't make sense. Like I literally pulled I did the exchange set for what was it for? Oh yeah, I did the exchange set to get like it was adding the 75 to 79. You had to add six of them, and then you get an elite like 80 to 81 elite player or 80 to 82 whatever, and they gave me a 80 overall center. Like I think it was Marquise Pouncey. Dude goes for 16,000, and his stats really weren't all that. So that's why it's really just not worth it to like even the elite aside from my left tackle who's at 87. Like aside from him, like the other two elite linemen really aren't even worth. They wouldn't be worth putting out down like 12,000 for them. So you just kind of gotta wait. It does suck to say that, you know what I mean, to wait, like, because you obviously at this point in time you want to upgrade your team, but it's just not worth spending so much money because you're just gonna spend coins on cards that really aren't gonna they're gonna benefit you in a sense because yeah they're elite and they're in your lineup so it's gonna look better, but really they're not gonna benefit you because their stats really aren't even all that, So you pretty much just wasted like 15K when probably like a week or two from now those cards are gonna drop down and go back down to I'd say probably like 7K. You know what I mean? Where they should be. Not nothing crazy. Um, I got that 83 Kevin Byard. I picked him up today. That was out of one of once you hit a certain level. That was like one of like the options where you can get like those like you had to spend like 150 like training not training points the green shit, whatever. You know what I mean? You pretty much had to buy. It was like $1.50. I was like, fuck it, bro, I'm gonna do it. Um, and then I've got that Chandler Jones. He was upgraded. The Keanu Neal. I got him earlier this morning. Um, I did the Michael Strahan set. I powered him up, got him on my team at 84 or whatever. And then I got Trey Flowers, Ben him, Grady Jarrett, Linval Joseph, Kyle Fuller. I pulled him earlier, or not earlier. Well, it was a little bit earlier, so it was probably around like 8 o'clock, I'd say. But and then Jalen Ramsey, William Jackson. So the team in general is looking pretty good. While I'm here, let me actually get this out the way with now before I forget. I just want to see though. Okay, no, he is. So he's only bad in speed by or less than speed by one. Okay, so I was just see because I didn't want to take Will Fuller out because Will Fuller is really good for gold. Um, yeah, so we're just gonna go with that, whatever. But I wanted to just touch on a couple of things like I said, just kind of trying to give you guys the rundown just on why you won't want to get things whatever right now. But another tip is something that you guys should do is if you get any power ups, I would most of them go for something, but not all of them. You know what I mean? Like you want like I mean we're talking your bigger name guys. Like if you pull like a Russell Wilson power up, you're most likely going to benefit and get something out of that. So I wouldn't necessarily if you do get them, unless you really need him and you have the training to upgrade him to at least like an 80 something overall. It just really would even then it really wouldn't make sense to do that. I mean, it's up to you. It's your decision. It's gonna be your team. But if it were me, I would sell him now because eventually, like right now, he'll go for like 10,000 or like 11,000, whatever. But then like a week from now, he may drop down to like 5,000. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't benefit as much. Whereas if you did want to have him on your team, it's like you could sell him now and get coins out, like a lot more coins out of it, and then when the price goes down and he gets cheaper, then you could pick him right back up, and it's like you benefited. You know what I mean? You still get him. You still get the quarterback that you want. It just you get him cheaper, and you benefited the week before when you sold him. For double the amount that he was going for. Um, and then I'm trying to think what else it was. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. And then, so right now, I'm also going to make a quick adjustment because I pulled him earlier. Uh, Here he is. So, lucky for me, I pulled the Kyle Fuller power up. And as you guys know, I have the actual Core Elite card for him. I'll tell you what, bro, they're just so quick to, like, look at this, trying to make me broke, bro. Like, okay. So then I have this item binder. Oh, so see, or I could do the 82 to 84 power. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm just gonna put the Kyle Fuller because I have him. You know what I mean? It makes sense. Oh, and then, so now I get this X Factor. Oh, okay, so I guess, okay. Let's see. Zone Hawk, more catch knockouts and interceptions in zone coverage. And then shutdown, tighter coverage and more interceptions on contested catches. Now, what is it he has? Reduced zone objectives. Late and close games with the freak. I don't know why they worded it like that. Because, like, why'd they word it like that and then say, like, the thing's called clutch? It doesn't really make any sense. Indoor baller, reduced zone objectives in domed stadiums. Okay. Alright, bro. Yeah, so equip that. And then we have balanced defense. And then, oh yeah, these are the ones. I never cared to add those on there. But I'm trying to figure out which one I should give him. Shutdown or Zone Hawk? I don't know. I think he. I want to see what his stats are, like what he has. Because if he has better zone, then I think I'm going to give him the Zone Hawk. But he does, bro. He has 87 zone. Equip that ability. Okay. So look at that, man. Just like that. Now let's compare him to Jalen Ramsey. They're about the same, pretty much. I mean, Kyle Fuller's got better speed and acceleration. Jalen Ramsey just has better man coverage, press, and play rec. Um, but yeah, that's gonna change something. Let me change the lineup really quick. Get that out the way with. Um, where did I put my phone? Oh yeah, here it is. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, so I just had to text him. Oh, damn, bro. There's shit on my leg right there. I think I'm gonna change. I'm probably gonna have Kyle Fuller as my number one corner. Just makes more sense, to be honest. He's got the better speed, and speed really does kill in this game. Like I was playing earlier. Me and my friend, me and him were just kind of messing around on MUT squads, just doing the duos, and obviously Jalen Ramsey was my top corner, and he matched up with his best receiver. I didn't know this guy had Tyreek Hill already, and Tyreek Hill just sent him on a freaking fly route, and he just burns Jalen Ramsey, and I'm like, jeez, bro, like. I don't think I have. Is there anything else I'm supposed to do? No, I think that was it. And then we should just kind of look at I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of look at some players I think we should all target in general. Um, you don't really here's for one I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get this away with. You obviously don't really need a quarterback. I mean, I get it. You may want somebody specific. Like there's obvious like I kind of really want. I mean, even though they give you a Cam Newton in the beginning, well, they give you the choice that you could take him. But I took that Cam Newton, but like that's somebody that I kind of want an upgrade of him down the line. But sorry about that. But But I'm not gonna force something and pay about, or like Drew Brees. Like I don't really play with Drew Brees like that. But I kind of this year I was like, yo, I kind of really want to have Drew Brees. But there's no point in in going all out, because you're gonna see. Look, even this Cam Newton, he's at 80 overall, and I promise you, his stats aren't all that. I promise you. Look at this. The only good thing that he has is 84 throw power and 80 play action. The rest of that is trash. 76 speed. I'm pretty sure Baker has the same, if not close to it. 75 speed. See, and you're gonna see. Look, he just dominates him in everything. He's got damn near 84, 85, whatever, in almost every category except for the medium accuracy. So it's just not worth it to go out of your way right now to go and get a quarterback, or even Ben Roethlisberger. Anybody that you know you see right now, it's really not worth it, man. I mean, 83 Russell Wilson, like, okay, well, now that just blew me. Even Russell, man, he's only got a couple of, he has 4 stats with 80. You know what I mean? Compared to Baker, and all he has better is speed by 2, and throw on the run by 2, and play action by 1. So really, there's no difference between him and Baker. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it to go out of your way to spend money on a quarterback when they're going to give you a free Nat 86 Baker Mayfield. It's not like they're giving you a freaking 86 Nathan Peterman. Like, you're getting somebody. Um, I do wonder though what his overall is. He's at 84. Okay. Let me see. Oh my god, dude, I'm getting sick of people that keep doing this. Yeah, see, like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, Baker pretty much still dominates in every category. Well, not dominates necessarily, but he still beats him in all the categories except for like 2 or 3. So it's just not worth it to do that, whatever. My advice to you guys, in all honesty, um, the best thing that you want to do the most, well, at least everybody's different. If you don't have to do it the way that I do it, but I love to always go out and get my O line complete first. That's like my number one go to. I don't ever. I just don't feel like it's so much better when you do that, and people don't understand that. They truly think like, oh, let me upgrade everything else. I want to get wide receivers. I want to get it happen. I want to get this. But if you don't have time in the pocket, because a lot of guys are going to upgrade their defense. Some guys are defensive first people. Like, and I'm not one of them people. I'm more like, I'm going to get my line, because I already know that there's people out there that are like, I'm going to get the best D line, so that way I'm going to be able to bring the pressure and they're going to get sacked. Like, but if I have a good O line, they're not sacking anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's a fair competition. They might get a couple sacks on me, but they're not going to freaking demolish my O line. So, for me, I would just recommend going O line first. And that's probably, I would say, probably like a week from now. Don't just dive into this now. Or maybe if you're on the auction and you snipe it, go for it. Good, but don't waste look, if I go to left tackle right now, even this right here, dude, 9,000. Promise you, it's probably not worth 9,000. He's got about 70 overall stats for pretty much all of that. I have golds in my lineup that pretty much offer the same value. You know what I mean? The only difference is he's a red card, not a gold card. So it's really just not worth it, I feel like, to even spend. Look at this. I truly wish that I could show you guys. I could have compared him to like my gold right tackle. I promise you they would have had similar stats. Left guard, look at this. An 80 overall left guard, 15,000, bro. This is the guy that I actually pulled. I pulled him earlier this morning, and he's not all that, bro. The only good thing he has is 83 awareness. The rest, 78 pass block, 79 pass block power, 72 run block. Like, bro, it's just, for me, it doesn't do good enough. So I don't think, and it all depends also on who you chose as your team captain. Like, I chose Dallas Clark, so I know within myself, I don't really need a tight end, and I've already got Evan Ingram and Eric Ebron as backups. Wide receivers, I know I don't need any of those because we got Juju, Jerry Rice, and Torrey Holt, and then Kenny Stills. So all elite. So the biggest thing for me right now is going to be middle linebacker, in all honesty. But as you can see, an 80 overall Avery Williamson, even him, I mean, I could compare him to, look at this. Eric Kendricks is the biggest thing for me that I want in a linebacker that you want to have is speed and acceleration. And this gold has better speed and acceleration than an 80 overall linebacker. But that's why I like this year in Madden, because they changed it to the point where everybody in a sense is kind of equal. Like last year, this 80 overall probably would have shitted on this 77. You know what I mean? But the fact that they made it where it's like everybody can kind of be even in a sense, I definitely like that. Or even this Jalen Smith. I wonder how he's actually kind of, I'm actually a fan of him. I hate the Cowboys, but I'm actually a fan of how he's developed. 78 speed, 82 excel, 74 tackling, 73 zone, but he has 83 hit power. That's kind of huge. Not gonna lie. And see, he actually kind of dominates against Eric Hendricks. He's got better speed by 2, better excel by 1. The only thing that Eric Hendricks has better than him is playback and strength. Jalen Smith has better tackling by 1, better block shedding by 4, better hit power by 8, and better zone by 10. So, I mean, that's actually somebody that I should probably pick up, and I'm probably actually going to. I just think, let me see, yeah, 15,000, only because I need, I need the help at middle linebacker. And I just got, I just got, like, that's pretty much what I got from selling, who was it?